Nobody tells you. Nobody tells you how it feels. Nobody tells you that feeling. So I wanted to just be raw with you guys and just kind of open up to you guys and I kind of wonder if I'm the only one who feels that way, right? I don't know. I woke up in a funk, I guess. I started thinking like I have my newborn, I have a 10-year-old, and I have my newborn. So there's like a 10-year gap in between. So, if you want to kind of imagine between the 10 years, there was a lot of, you know, loss in pregnancies and everything. So I just like, I'm happy that I have my son and I'm blessed that I have my son. But like I find myself asking, like, I find myself wondering, like, okay, why the other babies did not make it? Like, my son is here and I'm blessed and I'm happy and I finally had my baby that I've been wanting. But what about my daughter? Right? Like, she was born at 26 weeks and she was in the ICU for a month until she passed away. And it was like one of the hardest times of my life. One of the hardest times of my life. As she passed in my arms, and I just like right now, like I just remember her face, and it's exactly how my son's face is now. Like it's exactly how it is. Like his face resembles so much like her when she was like in the ICU. I found myself thinking like, why did she have to pass away? Like, why can she make it? Like what's wrong with me? Why did the baby need to come sooner? When I look at Caden, my son now, his face sometimes like it reminds me of her face because like all my babies look alike. Caden looked just like Cameron when he was a baby, and in the many laws that I've had, like my baby girl who was born and survived until like a month after being in the ICU, like I could see her being formed, I could see her face, and I could see like the features, and I was like, she's gonna be such a beautiful baby girl. And now it's like, I looked at Eden and I'm like, she would have been just like you. Like, she probably would have the same face as you, and she would have her own personality. And it's like, I'm happy you're here, but I'm still like mourning my babies that I've had in the past. Am I the only one who feels that way? Or like, is it nobody tells you like how to deal with that? How to grieve your babies like you've lost, and how to enjoy the baby that you have now. Oh, that was one of the hardest times of my life, guys. That was one of the hardest times of my life. That was one of the hardest times. Sure. Where you feel like you can't do anything. You can't do anything. Oh my god, I held on. I held on, man. Oh my god. I held on. It was just not enough. It was not enough. I almost died having her. And then, like, okay, I had a little hope. I had a little hope when she was in the ICU. Okay, that one day one. Okay, day two. Okay, but then the things it started to get worse and worse. And I had like such a long drive back and forth, and it was during COVID, so I had to go like back and forth, back and forth. It was during COVID, and only one parent could go, and then you couldn't stay there, so. So I went back and forth, trying to give her that motherly love to show her that I'm right here by her side, that she's not going through this alone, that I'm right by her side. Oh, I was right by her side every single day. And when I couldn't, I would pray. 35 straight days, I went and saw her. Until, thank good term for the worst. Now I have my baby, and I'm happy, and like it was such. And that's not only like, that's not the only baby that I've lost. I had a stillborn. That was hard. Stillborn. Nobody tells you how it feels to give birth to your baby who already passed away. Nobody tells you that feeling. Nobody tells you. Nobody feels that feeling of pushing your baby, but your baby is not alive. Or you're holding your baby because your baby is lost. Your baby is not alive because something's wrong with you. Well, that's what I felt. Like, what's wrong with me? Did I do this? Did I get rid of my baby? Yeah. Those are just one of those times where, like, I just let go. I just let go of those feelings. Like, sometimes you just have to let go. Sometimes, like, you can't always be strong. You can't always be strong. There's a reason why I've gone through the things I've gone through. It's to show you that there's always a way. There's always a way. There's a faith that you'll have your babies. Whichever way you're going to have them, you're going to have them. But it is hard from time to time. Just even God's soldiers go through it. They need to be looked after. They need to be checked upon after. Even if you're okay now, even if you have your baby and you're allowed to feel the way you feel, it's healthy to let it go because you're human. You're human. You're in this world for a moment, but still you're feeling it. You feel it. It hurts. It hurts. You're not alone. You're not. I'm telling you. And also, shout out to the men that are right there beside you, going through it just exactly as much as you're going through it as well. Right by your side. It was so hard on him. It was so hard on him. And I feel like I always felt like it was my fault a little bit. Like, you have to go. Like, why? Why can I not give him? Like, why can't I just be normal? Why can't I just have normal pregnancy? Why? Why does he have to go through all that? Why? And it hurt. It broke my heart when I was seeing him leave. And he's just strong. Doesn't want to show me. Doesn't want me to feel the type of way. But I know him, and I know his heart, and I know that he's hurting. And he can do anything to protect our daughters, our children. It's just all these big feelings. You want to be that wife who gives you everything you want, he wants, but you just also like your body can't do it, or your body just, no matter what. For me, it's like, then I give him his children. Like, that's what my goal was, and I finally did. But at the same time, it's like, why do I have to go through all of that? You know what? I don't know if it's, I'm talking to anybody here who's going through the same thing I'm going through or similar. If you are, trust it's okay to feel that way.